Welcome to another episode of Test This Skincare Pen. But hold up, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can join our awesome Ohana, our awesome family. I would love to have you a part of our family. Make sure you're following me on all my social media sites, and make sure you check out savvynaturalista.com for all your skincare needs. The link will be down below. So you guys, in this episode of Test This Skincare Pen, we are testing egg white and paper towel to see if it will get rid of your whiteheads. Okay, you guys, so today in Test This Skincare Pen, we're going to put egg white and paper towel to the test. Now in Pinterest, they say this pen is a miracle worker, so we're going to see if it actually is to get rid of like blackheads and whiteheads in your T-zone areas. And if you're like me, you have major T-zone areas, and I really like my T-zone areas are so much of my problem is like really an issue. So we're gonna see if it works, y'all. Okay, so I have a full egg, so we're gonna crack it and pray that it gets in here. So we have the egg white. So what I'm going to do is like make this a little less drying. So I'm going to use Larimar, which you can find at savvynaturalista.com. And I'm just going to add a little bit to the egg white just to make it not too dry, because egg white can literally be dry, so I don't want my egg white to be too dry on my skin. And I guess you're supposed to take the tissue and literally like break it up into strips, so we're just gonna see like that. That's probably too big, but let's do it. Side note, is this perfect? Perfect. That's perfect. Side note, so I've been trying my hardest not to buy maternity clothes, y'all. It's like I really don't want to buy maternity clothes, but I think at this point I should. Like, Josh has been telling me to buy maternity clothes, and my doctor tried to be funny, and so because I was telling her how like I was having, like, I'm really scared to give birth. Like, at first I wanted this pregnancy to be over, but now I'm like really afraid to give birth, you guys. So essentially, okay, so this is really difficult. So what I'm gonna do is like dip it in. Y'all can see I'm gonna dip it in a little bit. Okay. Side note, they don't give you instructions on how to do this. They just say egg white and then let it dry. So we gonna pray. So y'all see how I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna dip it in the egg white. Okay, so once it's dipped in the egg white, it could be a little drippy, so you wanna unloose it. And there we go. That was easy. That was much easier. So it said just a piece of paper towel. You don't need too much. So I was telling her how I was afraid to go in labor, and she was pretty much telling me, well, what have you been reading on Google? Because your doctor tells you don't read Google, but Google's like, I'll read Google. What do you want me to do? I'll read Google. I'm a millennial. That's what we do. So she pretty much told me, stop reading Google. You know, you can't believe everything you want to hear. And I was telling her how I was really scared because people were literally doing like 36-hour labors, and I am really fearful. And like many of you know, my mother isn't alive. Like, I could call my grandma, but my grandma was always busy. Like, if you don't know, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, so she's literally always busy in the field. So I was like, okay, so like every time I call her, her voicemail is on. And if you don't know, Jehovah's Witnesses like literally go out in field service and they stay like a long time. Well, now I don't think they do that anymore. They have a card. But when I was growing up, Jehovah's Witnesses didn't have a card. So anyways, she was pretty much telling me, don't worry, you'll be safe. And pretty much she was like trying to tell me my pants didn't fit. So she was like, you know, it's like you don't tell anybody, like online is always bad stuff. You don't tell anybody the good stuff online. Like if you buy those pair of pants that fit, then you wouldn't tell nobody. But if they don't fit, you'll go online and tell somebody. And I'm like, is she trying to tell me my pants don't fit? Because Josh was trying to tell me the whole entire time my pants didn't fit. So what is going on with them trying to tell me my clothes don't fit? I am like really not trying to buy maternity clothes at all. Don't start with me. I'm not trying to. So I don't know. To be honest, you guys, I never thought this day of me becoming a parent was gonna come. Like, I really didn't. I don't know. I just don't know how to explain it. Josh always wanted to become a parent. I never really did, so I don't know how I feel. Oh, wait. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna put another strip right here so we could see and just dip it in at first. Now see, on the Pinterest pin it tells you to like use this brush. This is too much work. You see, so we just gonna dip it in. Dip, baby, dip. So I don't know, you guys. I'm praying for a miracle. I just hope my labor is not taxing, because morning sickness was horrible for me. The first trimester is the worst. And like I be reading, like looking at YouTube videos, and people like certain people say the older you get when you have kids later in life, you literally have to you lose more blood than you do when you're not. And I haven't been eating the healthiest. It's like when I wasn't pregnant, it was easier to eat healthy. Like I take a lot of magnesium citrate, and it's been the hardest thing to take that while I've been pregnant. You guys really don't understand how this pregnancy is literally killing me. So now I'm gonna put a strip right here because I have a lot of acne here, and I'm gonna show you guys a clip of my right here, like right now. So if you can see the clip, you pretty much see how I have a lot of whiteheads right there. Those are my T-zone areas, and they are horrible. So that's why I'm trying out this egg white mask, because they've been getting worse and worse and worse. So we're just gonna see, does it work? You're supposed to let it dry for 20 minutes and then pray for a miracle. But I'm gonna just dip it in. Here we go, the last little bit of it. We're gonna put it on, and then we're gonna let it dry. Side note, that Larimar oil is really smelling good on this. It has a jasmine, an all natural jasmine absolute. So if you decide to purchase it, it does have jasmine absolute, and it's really great for balancing the skin. Miracle Glow oil restores the skin, and Larimar oil balances the skin. So here we go. So those are my T-zone areas. I did more than my T-zone area, so I'm kind of concerned about right here, will there be redness? But we're gonna let it dry, and then we'll be back to show you what it looks like, okay? Okay, so let's take this mask off, you guys. Sorry, no, it took a whole hour. So I'm so irritated that this took so long, but after we take it off, we could talk about it. So here we go. Okay, you guys, so we just took the pore mask off. Side note, it didn't dry on my chin really well, but on my nose, oh my god, the pores are horrific. Like, I'm gonna do a close-up. If you're not into this, and it's trigger warning for you, because sometimes I get triggered out by stuff like this too, but especially when you see them nasty ones online, oh my god, you guys, I get so triggered by that. But here's a close-up. Okay, so can y'all see that? Like, it really did take care of my pores. Like, wow, look at that. Look at it. Good grief. It looks horrible. See, look at it. It looks horrible. Side note, I had no clue my face looked like that, especially my nose. Like, I literally thought I was taking care of my nose. So that is so weird. But now it's time to wash our face off. there were a few issues that happened with me. I had a lot of whiteheads down here that I was thinking it would work with, but when I put it on, it dried and it literally like lifted up, so it did not really get any of the whiteheads down here. Side note, I didn't realize how many blackheads and pores I had in this area. Like, I really didn't see it, and when I put it on my face and I ripped it off, I was really shocked. Okay, I didn't know I had any, but I was really shocked. So if you do decide to use this test after seeing it, I will tell you, you will need to like really focus here, like put a lot of egg white and like pat it down until it dries. This mask takes so long to dry. It's really easier just to get the pore strips, I ain't gonna lie, but I still thought it was Shundara approved. Also, we have a new oil at savvynaturalista.com. This oil is called our Larimar Elixir, and it's a beautiful oil and it balances the skin. So with Miracle Glow oil penetrates and replenishes the skin. Larimar Elixir balances the skin. So make sure you check out savvynaturalista.com for all your skincare needs, and always remember, when you feel good, you look good.